Have you ever felt your heart pounding, your hands sweating, and your mind racing just before you had to speak in front of others? Maybe you've stood there wishing for a way out, thinking, why does this terrify me so much? Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to share something that I believe most of us can relate to. How to speak confidently in public without freezing, panicking, or losing your voice. Let me ask you, what's the number one thing that makes you nervous about speaking in public? Is it the fear of being judged? The fear of messing up your words? Or maybe the fear that everyone's attention is on you and you'll fall apart under the pressure? Hold on to that thought because by the end of this video, you might see things a little differently. Now, here's where my story comes in. Back when I was studying, I had to present a lot in front of groups, and over time, I got used to it. But even after all that practice, there were moments where my confidence crumbled. Why? Because deep down, I still feared judgment. I still felt that tight knot in my stomach, worrying if my words would come out right or if I'd look foolish in front of others. I remember a particular workshop I attended where things got interesting. We were split into small groups, and the instructor asked us to share what scared us the most about public speaking. One person admitted they were scared people would laugh at them because of their appearance. Another feared their nervous fidgeting would be obvious. For me, it was the fear of making mistakes, mispronouncing words, and sounding unprofessional. And then, the real challenge began. They made us give speeches in front of our group, but here's the twist. The others were told to distract us on purpose. Some rolled their eyes, some whispered and giggled, and others made side comments like, "Wow, what's that pronunciation?" or "Why is their voice trembling?" Let me tell you, it was brutal. It felt like my worst fears were coming true right in front of me. But something surprising happened. The longer I stood there, the more I focused on my words instead of the reactions. I learned to find a spot to plant my feet, take a deep breath, and push through, even as my heart raced. And that's when it clicked. One of the oldest psychological methods out there, immersion. When you fully face the fear instead of avoiding it, it loses its grip on you. The same way someone with a fear of water might finally dive in, or someone terrified of snakes might overcome it by safe, gradual exposure. I learned that public speaking works the same way. The more you face it head-on, the more it loses its power. And let's be clear, no one is born with magical confidence. Confidence is built like a muscle, step by step, situation by situation. So how can you start building this muscle? Here's what helped me and might help you too. First, identify exactly what scares you. Is it the fear of judgment? The fear of forgetting your lines? Or that you'll sound awkward? Write them down. Be specific. Knowing the root of your fear is the first step in disarming it. Then, start small. If the thought of speaking to a room full of people terrifies you, don't go straight to the stage. Start by speaking to yourself in front of a mirror. Then record your voice. Listen back to notice where you sound unsure or where you lose your flow. Next, try it with a trusted friend or family member. Gradually increase your audience size, and you'll notice the fear shrinking little by little. One powerful trick that helped me a lot is grounding. When you get up to speak, don't fidget, pace, or shift nervously. Plant your feet firmly, take a calming breath, and feel rooted. That simple act makes a huge difference in how stable and in control you feel. Also, and this is a big one, speak with energy and intention. Early on, I had the habit of speaking too softly when I was nervous. I'll never forget the day someone in an audience actually interrupted me and said, "We can't hear you." It was embarrassing, but it was also one of the best wake-up calls I could have asked for. From then on, I worked on projecting my voice, on speaking louder and more confidently, even if I felt shaky inside. And the more I did it, the easier it became. Now let me tell you something important. Not everyone is going to like you, and that's perfectly fine. Some people will connect with your voice, your energy, your style, and some won't. But your job isn't to be perfect, it's to be real. Because someone out there needs exactly what you have to offer. Someone is waiting to hear your story, your advice, your unique take on things. So here's the question. What's the fear that's holding you back right now? Is it worrying about being judged, or is it something deeper? I invite you to reflect on that. Because here's the truth. Confidence isn't about the fear magically disappearing one day. Confidence is about showing up, even when you feel afraid. And guess what? The more you show up, the less the fear sticks around. If this message resonated with you, if you're ready to challenge that fear, share your story with me in the comments. I'd love to hear what's holding you back or how you've overcome similar struggles. And if you're looking for more encouragement and helpful tools like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thank you so much for spending your time here with me today. Now go out there and speak your truth. You've got this.